what it is.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, because it's Monday.
Because it's Monday. How you doing there, fella?
I'm doing good.
How are you?
I need more snare in my headphones, though.
You need more snare in your headphones.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Turn them up. There we go.
That good? That good?
And I can hear myself breathe. Got a little hiccup in my sticker.
Little hiccup in your sticker.
How are things?
Well, it's going. It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Had my feet up all morning. Got my hair did.
That's right. You look fresh.
Got my ears lowered. My dad used to say. Yeah, I needed it.
Well, I need it too. I haven't had a nice haircut in 3 months.
Well, you could stop on your way home.
I could stop on my way home. Yes, I could.
They now have a built-in ATM machine, by the way. So you don't
I
stop
heard.
at
Yeah, I
cash.
saw that last time in there, and a lot of merch. A lot of merch.
Well, when
Jesus.
barbershop ain't your only business. The first time I've been there in a while, I was having this, dude in the hood do it.
Yeah, I went to the guy in my neck of the woods. He just got a new shop right there next to the dugout there.
Right next to the dugout.
Mm-hmm.
Well, by old Lucky Buck's there.
Old, nice, gentle Marine guy, about 7 foot tall.
Yeah?
Massive dude. Come on in, man.
I'm going to shave your neck. No!
You got an appointment? I said, no, I don't. That's okay. Sit down. Nice guy, though.
Yeah, I'm a good half for 37
I
years.
mean, he could do a hell of a fade. That's
Yeah?
what I'm saying. That's right.
Yeah, they didn't do too bad on mine this time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, my guy's moving.
What, the Church of Christ guy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Leading with his Jesus piece. Yeah, that guy. And I texted him. I
Well,
said,
he's been relocated.
"Why?" I said, "Hey, you still in town? You still working?" He texted back. He said, "Yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday." I'm like, "Can't wait till Wednesday. Got shit to do."
That's right.
So went to the old tried and true.
Why not? I've been there several times. Never disappointment.
No.
No?
The head lady was on vacation though, and full retard was not there. Made it for a more pleasurable experience.
That's right. You never go full retard.
And dude. I'll give everybody some slack, but this kid
Yeah.
talking about he hunts sharks and shit.
That's right.
Yeah,
Also, he's a Jedi.
Navy sniper.
Yes. That's right.
That's right.
Accomplished sniper. That's right.
Yeah. Never been out of his trailer park.
One shot, one kill.
Talk about stolen valor.
But he could wield a hell of a broom.
He can.
He can sweep a hell of a
sweeps
floor.
all of the hair.
That's right.
The one thing is that the lady, I'm sitting there waiting my turn, and I keep hearing one of the ladies go, "Okay, Google," and then you hear the Google Nest go, "Cannot connect to the Wi-Fi." I'm like, "Oh, you must have Cox cable."
Also, when he said that, the computer just came on and said, something went wrong. Try again.
I mean, that's for all the Alexa. Hey, Alexa.
That's right.
Buy new panty liners.
That's right. So I know you've noticed because we've been exploring the last hour, trying to figure out something to talk about in the news, and it's all crap.
There is zero
There's nothing much.
news.
I mean,
Worth of crap.
I'm reading my Google feed and going, there's nothing. And who is Dua Lipa is what I want to know.
I mean, maybe we should read on who Dua Lipa
I
is.
don't think I want to. If it's like anything like
I mean, that
this,
sounds like an old 80s Ron Jeremy type deal right there. Dua Lipa.
I'm going to pull a Dua Lipa on you. What? Excuse me?
But I am the hedgehog.
Listen, all I know is that Taco Bell may have gotten rid of Mexican pizza, but Garth Brooks is coming to the rescue.
Oh, Garth.
He's got some recipes.
Never been a fan. Never been a fan.
I'm way too young to feel too damn old,
Well, Daddy's been a trucker all his life. I don't get it, man. I don't get his appeal, but, teach your own.
Listen, sometimes you find friends in low places and you stick with them, you see, because you never know when you're going to need a dude.
I'm more of a fan of a country club, country music is what I love.
Listen, call, here's a quarter and you can call somebody.
That I don't know. I mean, especially when he did the Chris Gaines thing and
that was just weird. That's just a weird rock thing that he tried and he did not succeed.
I mean, my mom had all the albums along with Celine Dion.
Well, I mean, Celine Dion, she's a national treasure.
Right. On the CD rack, at home that we weren't allowed to touch. But God damn, I couldn't. Him Michael Jackson, Celine Dion.
What?
I just couldn't. No. I mean, I can listen to some Michael Jackson these days and hear the genius in it. But as a kid, I could not.
I mean,
and she had the Thriller album
listen, that's a classic.
playing on the Bose system, and I just
That's un-American. I'm sorry, I had to say
nope.
that's un-American.
Well, hey, call me un-American. I don't care.
Celine Dion, I get it because that's Canadian, but Michael Jackson is un-American. If you can't get down and boogie down to PYT, I don't know what.
Excuse me.
That's right, PYT, Pretty Young Thing.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, Billie Jean. It's not my lover, but it might be somebody's.
I have heard. Listen, I've heard the songs. I just, when I was a kid, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I'm a smooth criminal.
I did see a comedian the other day. I wish I could remember who it was. Talk about how everybody was amazed when he first did the moonwalk on stage. Was it the movie or the? He did an award show the first time.
Yes,
he ever broke out the moonwalk, and they're like, little did we know then that was the way he creeped out of kids' bedrooms. Is how he perfected it.
Could you imagine see it after he gives it the little Jesus juice?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of just moonwalks right out of the right out of the room.
That's right.
Go wake him up.
He said that's how he perfected it. I mean, it's funny, but it's not.
That's
funny.
brilliant.
Yeah. Molesting kids is not funny, but
No. That's not the fun part.
blaming someone who can't defend themselves for it is.
That's right.
So.
Well, according to Corey Feldman, a lot of things happened back in the day. I don't know if you know Corey Feldman.
I know who Corey Feldman is.
You do?
I was
My
waiting
God.
to exhale. I don't.
That's a different movie. That's,
I know that, but no. I mean, I'm talking about my vape. I never was a Feldman fan.
No.
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 Lot of. Listen, there were a lot of movies in the '80s.
Listen, he was good in
were
Stand
junk.
By Me. I'll give him that.
Well, there were a lot of good people in Stand By Me.
That's right.
And then the River Phoenix fan.
That's right. Jerry O'Connell, married
That's
to
right.
Rebecca Romaine Lettuce.
Romaine lettuce. I wonder if she makes good salads.
That was one of the things I was watching on YouTube is the roasts.
Yeah.
And Greg Giraldo comes up, and I think it was the roast of Bob Saget, and John Stamos was there. He goes, "Oh, everybody! John Stamos was here. Previously married to Rebecca Romaine. What's his last name?
What's his last name?
He was talking about Jerry O'Connell. He goes, Rebecca
Yeah.
Romaine O'Connell. And you can see John Stamos go, "You mother."
Hey, listen, man. A lot of the things in the '80s, I mean, my favorite show was Miami Vice, but
Man,
you watch it now, it still holds up. But the outfits, man.
I mean, but it's it's good for humidity.
Yeah,
It's
well,
nice and breathing material.
well, he did have breathable shirts before.
Right. But
Breathable shirts were popular.
What I want to know is how those shoes smelled at the end of the day, though, with no socks. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I can't wear shoes with no socks. I'm sorry.
I mean, when you live on a boat, you know what I'm saying.
I don't mind penny loafers, but
I wonder if the Ferrari had floor AC.
Tubbs. I'm sorry, man, but I can put some AC on.
That's why there's sometimes in the Cadillac. They really did depict Miami, though.
Did you like the fake Miami Vice called Silk Stockings on USA?
Well, yes,
Did you ever see Silk Stockings?
I did.
That was a ripoff and a half.
That was when they had Silk Stockings, Pacific Blue,
Yep.
which was the
That's right.
bike cops.
Yep.
And they're all in
Yep.
they put all the women in the little shorts.
That's
you
right.
know? Yeah.
That's right. And then
That
Burn Notice was later, which
Burn
that was a
Notice,
good
that's
show.
right.
Burn
Yeah,
Notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silk
Stockings.
That was after the Baywatch era.
Yes.
I mean, listen, we all had those shows that you would sneak out when you're stealing cigarettes from your parents
That's
at 2
right.
in the morning, and
Like
it would
Three's
be
Company.
on Cinemax, and
You
you'd be like, "Oh, that's not. Wait a minute.
Wait. The Manuel series. What?
That's right.
Ooh.
Is that Red Shoe Diaries?" Or?
That's right. And HBO had what? Taxi Cab.
Confessions.
That's right.
That
That's it.
was an awesome show.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Drunk ass people getting in the back of a taxi.
Yes.
Which is for you modern day kids, that's an Uber.
That's right.
And just spilling the guts.
Spilling the beans. All of them.
Spilling the guts.
And sometimes you would get some naughty pics.
That's right.
They would do some silly stuff in the backseat.
So what did you do tonight? I went to a club. Yeah. Where am I taking you? You're taking me to my boyfriend's house. Your boyfriend? Well, he's my ex-boyfriend.
That's right.
He's got a new girlfriend, but He doesn't know it yet, but he's gonna do it. You're like, oh, gross. Gross. And then halfway there, she pukes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which, of course, back in the day, kids, we didn't have to disinfect everything.
I wonder if that dude. Remember that show on the Discovery Channel? It was It was a dude driving around a taxi asking trivia questions.
Yeah.
I wonder
that was
if he
Ben Bailey.
Yeah, Ben Bailey. Yeah,
Yep.
I wonder if he was the taxi cab confessional fan when he was younger. I mean, I got an idea for a show. Am I right?
You made a lot of money for driving a taxi cab.
That's right.
Literally blocks.
And so could you.
That's right.
You know, if you could answer the questions, right?
That's right. And you could, keep yourself away from staring at the ceiling because it went off all sorts of.
Yeah, it did every time
what
you.
What the hell?
That's distracting. I could answer the question, but they're distracting us.
That's right.
So
it's good shows, though. Good shows.
That's right.
I miss the good shows like that.
Well, these days everything's Netflix streamy.
It is.
There's
some good stuff. Documentaries.
I mean, well, the good thing, like about the special lady friend and I watch like Yellowstone, right?
Yeah.
And 1883. Best part about those shows is they don't give them to you all at one time.
Correct.
You have to go back. Now, you can wait till the season's over.
Yeah.
And go in there and binge them. But the good thing is it like young kids, I guess, and younger people today don't really know what it's like to anticipate next week.
Yep. To wait that full 7 days at a certain time, it's coming on, and you either get it recorded while you're watching because you're never going to see it again.
That's
it's
right.
not going to come back. And
TiVo used to be the best thing on earth.
Yep.
Well, what they call it TiVo, it's a generic name for video recorder,
It
right?
is.
But the thing about that is you set some shit to record, and then it records not only the new shows, but then the old shows.
Yeah.
So you would break open your DVR, and there'd be, I have 35, whatever's to watch. And then you're like, wait, that was last week. That was the week before. Damn it, they had a marathon on Saturday, and now I have 7 hours of old shit.
There's so many options. You don't know. I mean, you end up just spending at least 45 minutes
Searching.
Just trying to find something like that one right there, Peaky Blinders.
Yep.
Great show.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
You said.
Well,
I tried watching it in the semi one night, and you
got to get through.
Well, okay, so I can watch stuff.
Okay.
I can watch stuff while I'm.
Listen, you're not supposed to be watching that while you're
driving. Right. I'm not driving.
I mean, allegedly.
Right. While I'm, stuffing, my foot to the. I can listen. Anyway, but I just can't have to pay too much attention. Normally, I'll put on something like an older podcast or, sometimes I listen to ours to try to figure out what to improve on that kind of stuff. But I'll put on something old or a Joe Rogan podcast, something I can just listen.
Right.
I don't have to watch.
Right.
That way I don't get pulled over and
I see where you're going there.
allegedly get a ticket for watching a Fortnite video while driving.
Allegedly.
I mean, it's a long way to California. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It's a long way to Richmond. Yeah.
The best part would be to see our boss's face at the time. We were watching a Fortnite video. No, see what happened was.
But
no. I mean, you put on something that's
You can't be watching epic fails as you're driving down the road because you can't pay attention to what happened.
No.
And
the biggest part about driving, especially at the time we do. Yeah. Right, we don't drive during the day, so there's nothing really to look at except for ditches. Right. So you get that lull of boredomness.
Yeah,
the
occasional oh dear on the side of the road.
That's right, oh dear. And you kind of get the lull of the motor and the AC, and it's all the vibration of the seat, and you're just like, oh, this would be a good time to take a nap. Mm-hmm. I better put something on.
Well, you do, and then you end up putting on like Joe Rogan, and they start talking about aliens and intergalactic stuff, and Michio Kaku's on there, and you're like, you're driving down the road, looking up at the sky, going,
I watched that.
Mother of shits.
Yeah.
Is that an alien?
I watched
that.
One.
Oh,
yeah.
You watched that one?
Yeah.
He's very interesting, but he doesn't answer the question directly.
Well, then none of them do.
He will go above and beyond to explain something. The river is splits in two, and then you have a galaxy over here we cannot comprehend. It's 13 million billion years old. You're like, okay, you're making sense, but you're droning. do it.
Well, is it that or is it because he's Asian, like the old Bruce Lee?
Listen, he's very smart.
You put the water in the cup, the water become the cup.
That's right.
You got to be the water.
That's right. He is Asian, but he cannot successfully do a 1-inch punch.
No,
Bruce Lee.
no. Well, some Asians use their fist. Some of them use their
Fist of Fury.
That's not being, racist at all.
No, absolutely not.
Listen, there might,
Sometimes there's something in the armor that we can't mention. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Hey, a lot of people smarter than me.
Yeah.
A lot of people more physically fit than me.
That's how I get my knowledge right there, is listening to smart people on Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm. For the most part.
That's right. That way he has interesting guests that would actually, I don't like the fighting stuff. That doesn't really interest me. The MMA shit.
Right.
But
well, see, some of those you got to listen to, because I was listening to one the
Yeah.
other night that I happened to catch a snippet of on, I think it was YouTube, was one of the shorts.
yeah.
And so I went and watched the show, and it was show 16 something or another. But he had one of the UFC refs on, and a black guy, and I wish I could remember his name now, but he was also in the Air Force and did multiple tours in Iraq. He was part of the Thunderbirds. He was stationed out, not at Edmonds, whatever that one is there where Area 51 is.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, I mean, Joe was asking him about, UFOs and stuff. And he's like, listen, a lot of the stuff you see is, he's like a B-52 or a B-2 bomber looks at night or at dusk like a UFO.
Right.
I mean, it's
Right.
weird shaped, before. Now, he said he has heard some stories of some guys hunting out in Montana and, aircraft lifts up, goes away. But, he's like, listen, there's a lot of experimental shit out there that nobody can ever talk about until it's time.
Yeah.
But
like the Michio Kaku was saying, he's like, some of these crafts, he says the good part is now there's discussions on both ends of the spectrum. It's not just regular people seeing shit and getting it on video. It's the Pentagon talking about it. It's the U.S. Navy talking about it. And what he says is becoming more normal now is the fact that they can actually measure how fast they're going, how many G's they're pulling.
Well, right,
and he says it would be physically impossible unless it's a man-made drone type of vehicle. And these vehicles go hypersonic like nobody's business. Like 20.
Russia has hypersonic drones.
Yeah, but I mean, nothing like that. Nothing to go from 30,000 feet down to 100 feet in seconds.
That'd be a lot of positive use.
That's a lot of. Yeah. He says most of the structures, like the craft, would disintegrate.
Right.
And he says that, hey, that's where most people now are just looking at it, going, okay, this is possible. This is valid. There is shit out there. So I don't know. I believe it. There's got to be something out there. We're not alone. We're not alone.
No, I mean it. I mean the good part. The good part is now is that they're kind of cornering the government.
Yeah,
and they just had a press conference not too long ago about UFOs, but from my understanding, they didn't say much of anything.
No, they will never come out and admit ever.
That's right.
It's classified as other.
Yeah, that's
which
the other.
is a broad description
Right.
of what could be, but anyway, it's fascinating.
Isn't that?
All sorts of documentaries, like the guy that had I don't know, he injected himself in 68 women.
Excuse me.
That's right. They all came in for in vitro fertilization,
Right.
And he decided to, well, we don't need this splooge over here. Let's just use mine. 68 times
Talk
he
about
did
a
this.
narcissist. Am I
I
right?
mean,
it's not about you, but it is.
also, I mean, not to bring up the Third Reich, but they all had blonde hair and blue eyes.
How?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess as a woman, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's but it's
I mean,
the same doctor.
It's
that
not like
did
you
this.
see the farm it comes from, right? You just,
Correct. That's right. You don't see the spout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You just put the sperm in the cup,
Yeah.
and the sperm become the cup.
And by the way, this guy paid $500
Ah.
for a fine. That's it. And he's out walking now. $500 fine, and he's out on the street.
That's not very YouTube movement.
No. That's a very... You expected him to be in jail.
No
you
kidding.
know, waiting
Well,
fucking,
if you and I spooched in 67 women,
I mean,
without their knowledge,
could you
we
imagine
would be in jail.
child support? Jesus is Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I didn't even think of that angle. Holy, they could all sue him.
Yes.
Oh,
68 kids that you have to bring presents to at Christmas. I mean,
wow. So, I heard this story the other day.
jeez.
Okay, listening to our favorite news
Appropriate on
show,
the radio?
the News Junkie. Well, it's along the lines of what we're talking about.
Oh no.
So, this was it's happened in the United States, but I won't say where.
Okay.
Okay, so
Parts unknown.
man and woman,
Mm-hmm.
having extramarital affair.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Pretty saucy.
Yeah, that's right. In the back seat
Ooh.
of his car.
Was that a Buick?
It might have been a Buick. Might have been a red Buick. Anyway, so this woman happens to contract an STI
Okay.
from said encounter.
All right.
So she turns around and files a lawsuit against his insurance company because anything that happens in that car or to that car, they're supposed to cover.
I do have a very good question, though.
Shoot.
How do you classify that in your app when you open up your auto insurance app? What
Where's
do you
the
put
button
down?
in the app?
I've been involved in an STI.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, okay.
She won.
I'm sorry.
$5 million settlement.
Okay. What circuit court fuckery did this happen in? Some
won.
type of Oklahoma bullshit?
She won. It was. I think it was Midwest. It was.
It has
Midwest
to be
Central.
where some judge is like, you two Utes, come into my courtroom.
Well, it's not.
You wear the shockskin suit.
It's not Alabama Hot Pocket, but it's close.
That's a new term I learned today.
That's right. Google that if
Iowa-
you like in
Iowa
the Urban
cornhole,
Dictionary.
you know?
Urban Dictionary.
That's right.
Alabama Hot Pocket.
That's right. Gross.
I mean, it's more of a Iowa cornhole. Not so with all the accessories in here.
How does that happen?
$5 million.
Okay.
$5 million.
The only person I could think that maybe could win this case is either for the people or,
Might have been.
I mean, he's all over the place.
Oh yeah, he's nationwide.
How do you? I want to see the court transcripts. I want to see. I got myself the herps, so you owe me $5 million. Seriously, in a back seat of a car.
in the back seat?
Now listen, I would exclaim. Listen,
I mean, listen.
this is a second owner. The first owner, I didn't know what he had.
That's a second
so
owner.
you can't pin this on me, man.
Listen. if
Objection.
listen, if Keith Urban could fall in the love of back of a cop car, you know.
I see what you did there.
Let's see here. I'm looking it up, just so I can verify.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe this. Got to be something. She was in danger of, she was in fear of her life or something. Gunpoint. He forgot to put it in park and it rolled down a ravine. What happened? No way.
Missouri.
Of course.
A Missouri woman was awarded $5.2 million in a settlement from the insurance company Geico after contracting a sexually transmitted disease from her partner in his vehicle, which was insured by the company. Court documents show the Missouri Court of Appeals upheld the award this week. That's on ABCNews7.com.
This is why our insurance premiums are going up because of a.
Well, not mine. I don't have Geico, but
Me neither. But still, this is going to go nationwide. I mean, no pun intended. I can guarantee you that. Listen, hold on.
An arbitrator determined that there was, quote, there was sexual activity in insured automobile.
What?
There's no denying
How did they
that.
prove that?
Bobbing the seats. Yeah, Missouri woman was ordered $5.2 million in settlement from insurance company Geico. The woman, a Jackson County resident, said she contracted human papillomavirus,
I'm sorry,
HPV,
what? No.
from her partner,
No.
according to the court documents on Tuesday.
Oh, wait a minute. Is
The
this
Missouri Court of Appeals filed an opinion confirming the initial Jackson County Circuit Court arbitration awarded found against Geico.
I have two things.
Yeah.
One thing is, this is female on female or male on female?
Male and female.
Okay. Well, I hate to tell them, but I have read WebMD. And I'm schooled. I'm learned.
You can transmit it as a male.
Yes, but the human papillomavirus normally comes from the female.
Well, men aren't. From what I understood, because they talked about it on this said show, you can be a male and have it and not know you have it, like other STIs. So
It stays dormant.
that's right.
That's right.
February
That's how
of
Michael
2021.
Douglas got the tongue cancer. I get it. I get it.
In February of 2021, the woman, anonymously identified in the documents as M.O,
I mean, there's jokes abound.
submitted a petition to Geico directly. She alleged that her sexual partner negligently caused or contributed to the cause of being afflicted by HPV by not taking proper precautions and neglecting to inform her / disclose his diagnosis, according to the court documents. So this is more of along the lines of not so much that he gave it to her, but that he knew he had it and didn't tell her
Right.
about it.
Okay.
Under
So,
further review.
I mean, moral of the story is wrap your shit up. Yes. Also, I can guarantee that farmers will not make a commercial about that. And they haven't seen that ever.
We covered that.
That's right. They don't cover that. They've never seen it. They've never heard about it.
But here's the deal. She made a final settlement offer of $1 million to resolve the claims, the document said, on April of 2021. Geico denied coverage and refused her settlement offer, according to the Missouri Court of Appeals. The arbitrator determined that there was sexual activity in insured automobile that directly caused or directly contributed to the cause. Caused the woman to be infected by HPV, despite her former partner's knowledge of his positive HPV diagnosis, according to the filing.
Okay. All right.
The arbitrator.
Did he go smell the seat? Is that how he figured it out?
Subsequently submitted
No.
that a $5.2 million would fairly compensate her for her damages. Okay, first of all, I wonder if it was a woman arbitrator.
I mean,
That's a man saying that's what your vagina's worth. Am I
right.
right?
$5.2 million for the HPV.
That's right. I'll get it tomorrow.
I'll right now. Give me. Can we get an HPV around the corner over here? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I mean, you could not only save 15%, but you can get $5.2 million. Holy that. Okay, that's what's this world coming to? This is the frivolous shit that we have to deal with in court.
Well,
On the docket today, HPV.
The panel also wrote that Geico could have defended its interests by entering a defense of the insured individual. Geico did not take advantage of this opportunity and instead denied coverage and refused to defend insured, the option says. So
they might have won the case if they actually made an effort.
That's right.
So instead of settling out for 1.8, they are now having to pay 5.2.
That's right.
And they could have fought it.
No, they could have gave her $1 million. That's all she asked for was $1 million.
Yeah, that was 1.8 million.
No, $1 million is what she submitted.
Wow.
Right? And they said no, and so $1 million to resolve the claims, and then they said no, and so then the arbitrator went, all right,
Sure. Now, this guy's premiums are going to be really, really shitty for a while.
I bet. I mean,
Good Lord.
Geico says we gonna get our money.
I'm going to call the general tomorrow.
That's right. He's gonna be on that shack insurance. For sure.
This is ridiculousness.
This
and I'm not talking about the TV show.
But listen, I guarantee you, somewhere in new car packages now, or insurance packages, is going to be not responsible for sex in the back of a cop car.
Right next to the
it's going to be
seatbelt
just
label
like it.
that says you may contract HPV in the back seat. Please do not attempt.
That's right. Not responsible for sexually transmitted diseases in the back of a car. Just like, when you pick up a fucking McDonald's coffee cup, it says hot on the top. Well, no shit. It's brewed coffee, man.
This product will not keep you from getting diseases. This is ridiculous.
These are the same people that think, they're assault rifles.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to get your back seat, Mr. Uberman, but is this
Could
HPV
you
free?
imagine? Yeah, I mean, but the precedence this sets is what,
No shit.
is what. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you have a urinary tract infection, you might get 1.2 mil. Because some dude didn't decide to wash his pee-pee.
Or listen, you get in the back of a Uber and you get the corona.
Yeah. Because some guy did not use the microban to clean up his back seat.
That's right.
Protects for 24 hours
That's
until it gets wiped off.
I'm so happy sometimes that I sit in a little bubble in my truck all night. And
Yeah, no shit.
you know what I'm saying?
The most we're going to get is a nice state of grease
right.
on the back of our shirt.
That's right.
Maybe stub our toe or have to walk through knee-deep water. That's
right.
about it.
That's right.
I
mean,
or you can marquee yourself. Never, this is a PSA, do never marquee yourself.
I mean, listen, when you think you got it rough, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have, I bet you this wasn't a nice Audi, I bet, with plush leather seats. This was probably 1986 Honda Accord with the pop-up headlights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Or a nice 1987 Celebrity with cloth
New
seats.
Yorker. A New Yorker.
I know a New Yorker.
That's right. With the plush velour seats. When they had, the New Yorkers used to have that curtain that covered the back window, just to,
right.
I'm going to close my curtains.
Yeah. You got snaps. Look at this.
Oh, my God.
This is ridiculous. You'd never get that in a bench seat for Chevy or a Ford or Dodge. Never.
No.
Never.
No.
Because that bench seat's always cleared.
Well, and it probably had the patented Mexican-looking blanket cover.
That's right. Nice Afghan
that's
to
right.
hide all the holes.
That's right.
The foam's coming out.
And the crank-up windows. The kind of crank-up windows that you looked when you were a kid. You looked at the door and go, "Okay, is that the door handle or the window?" Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Door handle or window. Door handle or window. I'm just gonna pull one, see what happens.
That's right.
Oh shit, the door opened. I guess that's the window. You should really label these, Dad.
I have a piece of cardboard in the back window, because you slid it too hard and you opened it up and it just smashed. So you got a nice piece of cardboard there, just hiding one section of your back window. That's right.
My sister ever tell you the time she was running down the road with her aunt, and my Uncle Kevin used to have this Chevelle that he called Mean Green, right?
Oh yeah,
souped up Chevy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And she was going around the dead man curve by her house, and the door fucking opened.
No, she never said
Yeah,
that.
her fucking door, like they were going around, left-hand turn, around, and so centripetal force, she was fucking with the door opened. Thank God she was wearing her 1970 seatbelt that strapped her in like a 3-point harness, but yeah, door just fucking opened. And then, a few weeks later, they're driving down same road and got passed by the rear tire.
That's a sight I'd like to see.
Hey,
what the?
Well, when the car's got so much power, it snaps and lugs.
Wow.
Yes, snap and lugs.
Hey, look at that. It's a Craig Rimmer going
That's
by.
right. That's right.
That looks familiar. Oh, shit.
Hey, is that a 285/75? Sure is.
Look, honey, they still make supply tires.
That's
Oh,
a R15 right there. Doing 30. Yeah. That corner was fun back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I used
heard.
to slide around that sumbitch.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbing second gear.
Now, I do have a question.
Shoot.
Has there ever been a front-wheel drive Escort
Hey. Lots of it.
ever go around that corner at higher rate
All
speed?
I'm saying is that if a Chevy 3/4 ton can make it at 60, why can't that car?
That's right.
I will tell you, though, Great view in the rearview mirror of that sliding around the corner going,
I bet there was.
oh, she held it. I was impressed. She come from good stock, you know? You know, when you're being chased.
Listen, I was a witness to seeing a rodeo.
Rodeo.
That's right. Not a little red rodeo. It was a
Rodeo.
aqua green.
Yeah.
Doing 90 on 40 behind me.
Yeah.
I was in my Buick LeSabre.
La Sabre. La Sabre.
Memories. Running red lights, all sorts of stuff. Back in the day.
Yeah, you know.
I think we'll follow you closely.
We all dated crazy chicks back in the day.
Crazy.
Or do you make me crazy? No?
No.
You're just crazy.
Nope. It's pretty much DNA.
I mean, allegedly there were some things I could have done.
Allegedly, yes. Allegedly, I could have been, I don't know, at a gas station putting gas in my car and, hey, look who shows up behind you.
Right.
And,
Right.
somebody else in the passenger seat that probably shouldn't have been there. I mean, who knows? Allegedly, all these things happen.
I mean, come on now. I mean, who would have thought that one day in the year 2002, you're trying to run me off the road, and the next thing you know, we're sitting here doing a podcast together.
Allegedly.
It wasn't me though; it was Brian driving. I didn't swerve back.
What I heard. A Mazda will follow a Chevy S10 closely.
Right. Well, sometimes.
Until they make a sharp left and go the other way. You go, you know what? I ain't got time for this.
I think it was really the dude Mike that was doing most of the swerving. Really. So, fuck that Cadillac.
I couldn't see because the windows were tinted. I did not recognize the
It was
driver.
Brian was driving that day, and we're driving down the road. He's like, "Who the fuck? What the fuck?" And he's swerving to avoid getting hit. And he's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "I don't even know who the fuck that is," because it was a gray Cadillac, right? It wasn't you. It was a gray Cadillac. You were behind him.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, "Well, it's not him, right? Who has the reason to be swerving? It's this guy." So I'm like, "Fuck it, swerve back." Brian's like, "All right." Just turns, yeah. And then next thing you know, little caddy goes off the road a little bit. And I'm like, "Oh, we should leave this situation." I see I see a Days of Thunder moment happening here, and I don't want to get a settlement through Geico because obviously their money's tied up.
Right. I mean, I don't know how much you can get with a Ford Taurus or a Chevy Lumina, but
that was Brian's mom used to have a Lumina. We called it the fast car NASCAR because it sounded like it was going somewhere, but it wasn't.
no, it would not.
Remember the Lumina vans,
Yeah, stuff that you could put on the dash, it would get lost forever.
dude?
Yeah, that's right. I picked up the mail.
If it slid in the dikes, gone forever.
Yeah, that's right.
Gone forever.
I'm going to save this cord to get me a nice shopping cart at the Save-A-Lot. Never mind.
Your mom's breaking the windshield in the driveway. What are you doing? I'm getting my purse back.
I really like that pen, but now it's in the dikes.
What was your favorite car of the 80s? Like when you were growing up, 80s, early 90s, what was your car? Not a
Favorite
Lamborghini.
that we owned or that I just liked?
No. Not like, well, okay, we can do both. One you owned.
Okay.
But I'm also talking about the one you personally wanted. And I'm not talking like a Lambo or Porsche.
No.
Something you hang on your wall that's totally unattainable to a teenage kid.
Lamborghini Countach.
That's Countach, right?
Countach.
I had the Bugatti Veyron. I was high class. So, what was something what was your favorite car your parents owned?
Ooh, that would have been the 1987 orange, red, orange, more like orange Firebird.
Ooh, Firebird,
With
Fire Chicken.
But it had the two-tone orangey red. It's not
Striping.
orange, but it's not red. it's somewhere in the middle, and the bottom was gray.
Right.
And then it had the two stripes.
It had the fading stripes.
That's
up.
it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the Z28
And it
stripes,
was
but for the Fire Chickens.
T-top.
Ooh,
That's right.
T-top.
For those breezes that you really can't get because they really don't.
Yeah, no, T-tops don't really help.
I mean, it'll blow the top of your hair up a little bit. It could be. I got a few wisps.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
That was my favorite. And then the other one was what's it called? It's called a Parisian.
Parisienne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parisian was the, if I'm not mistaken,
Caprice.
it was the Chevy version of the Chevelle.
No.
No?
It was a 4-door front-wheel drive boat.
Well, okay. Well,
looked
back
like
in
a
the day,
Caprice.
it was the Chevelle. Right.
Yeah. No.
No.
Look it up.
Chevy Parisienne.
Parisienne. I think it was, I want to say mid-'80s. Let's do 82 to 85, somewhere around there.
How do you spell Parisienne?
P-A-R...
Hee.
P-A-R-I... I think. No. Yes. S-I-E-N-E, I want to say.
It should be close enough for the Google. Yeah. Pontiac.
Pontiac. That's it.
Pontiac. That's right.
It looked like a...
It was the GTO is what it was.
Pretty much.
Back in the day, the Parisienne was the GTO. I knew it was one of those.
a 4-door boat with big, thick velour seats.
From watching the Rust Belt show
That's
on
right.
Netflix there.
That's right.
It's a Parisienne. What the fuck is that?
That's right.
Yeah,
It was a
the
comfortable
Parisienne entered production lineup as a sub-series in 1958.
58?
Yep. The Parisienne was Canadian nameplate, the top-of-the-line model sold by GM
That's
of
right.
Canadians Pontiacs. Yep. So Parisienne was a... It was a GTO. It was what it turned into.
Shark gray with red interior. I mean, when I say red, everything was red.
One of my mom's favorite cars was a Pontiac.
Mm-hmm.
She had a Grand Prix, but not like the plastic Grand Prix. She had the long nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard
Those are
body.
nice.
I used to sit in the back and pick the black like window packing caulk off the back window because I was a kid. And, but I liked it. It was a very smooth riding car.
Yeah, it was. Also, you most of the time had to push the headliner off of your head every once in a while.
Not
because
my
it would
mom's.
just-
It was newish.
It would,
Yeah.
it would come
Yeah.
apart, and then you have to.
It was barely used. My mom's. But I remember my dad had, it was a 70s. I don't know the exact year because I don't remember what the front of the truck looked like because I don't know if it's round headlights, square headlights, where the turns are.
Right.
Chevy Scottsdale.
Yes.
Stepside.
Yeah. That's the Fall Guy truck.
Brown
My favorite.
with
Yep.
gold striping.
Yeah, Fall Guy
all over
truck.
it. Oh.
Yes. You remember the Fall Guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
That truck was, it was up on 36s.
Yes, sir.
It was standard, I do believe.
Yeah.
4-speed standard.
Ooh.
Yeah. With tree fitting.
Tree fitting.
Uh-huh. And I remember, dude, that truck.
Short bed?
Short bed. Oh, yeah. Short bed stepside.
Yeah.
He only got rid of it, though, because as his business picked up, you can't fit all the tools and everything in the back of a stepside, right? So he had to trade it. Well, that and the transmission won't. So he traded it to my uncle for a long bed Chevrolet Deluxe.
Ooh.
4-wheel drive.
Deluxe.
With shotgun holes in the door.
Real.
That's
by the
what
way,
happens
not
when
the
you drink
stickers.
Budweiser. You bring
Not
out
the stickers you buy at AutoZone.
No.
The real
That's
shotgun
right.
holes.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, and headers to cherry bombs. So no,
Sweet Jesus.
I mean you could hear my dad coming.
You could creep
6
at night
miles away.
coming
That's
home.
right.
Yeah.
Did sound awesome going through a mud hole though. But that was like my mom had a 97 Z28 and I loved that car.
Yeah.
Because I remember being, I'm sitting there one day after baseball practice. I'm the last person on campus except for the officer, right? And he's probably sitting in his house, drinking a beer. Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, God, where the fuck is Mom? Jeez. And all of a sudden I see this silver Z28 turn the corner and the daytime running lamps flip on. And I'm just like, this looks like a Chevrolet commercial in my head. And she comes cruising up and she just turns, rolls down the window and just grinning from ear to ear. I'm like, hell yeah, Bobby got a Z. And, a lot of miles put in that car. We drove the car to Iowa and everything. But that was the favorite cars they owned.
Yeah.
But
now see one more. It was GMC 1500. Had a 350 in it. Short bed. Mm-hmm. All red. Mm-hmm. All red. Except for...
That was back when the Chevrolet and the GMC did the red paint, red interior, red dash, red floor.
The only thing that was black was the floor, which was plastic. That plastic floor shit. Yeah. Everything else was red, and it had silver.
And that floor was probably only black because it was a Canadian model.
Yes,
or a northern model.
Yeah,
right.
It wasn't. Yeah,
down south it would have been red. Would have been red carpet because there's no snow and crap.
It was all black. You could wash it out with a hose. You could have it.
My dad had
The
trucks
high
like that.
beams are on the floor.
Yep.
Just a sturdy ass
click,
truck.
click, click.
I miss that truck.
Yep.
You know.
I mean, I miss my Camaro, my '69 Camaro, but that's still in the family. So someday I'll get to see it again.
Well,
But
it's now what, white?
it's white now.
It's
Yeah,
white.
Yeah. She's rebuilding it. She's doing a good job. But so
What
okay,
was your dream car?
my dream car.
Yeah.
Oh god. Well, I mean, obviously not the Bugatti, but you can't attain
Right,
a Bugatti. Dude, I had posters of that and built a model of it and changed the color 7 different times. And
Yes, sir.
I would have to say Camaros, man.
Camaros
Camaros
are nice.
really did it
Yeah.
for me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I my whole family was pretty much bow tie fans.
Yeah.
So, just growing up, seeing them, I had a anniversary edition RS with the black with the T tops, 6-speed. But back in the 80, I think it was 80.
Yeah, like the IROX. I
Yeah.
love the IROX.
Yeah, but it was it's like a 97, I think. And it was a V6 with the 6-speed. It still moved. Don't get me wrong, but it only moved because it had a standard.
Yeah.
Right, and I could push it. But then most of them came with a 305, which was junk. But something about the square lines of the car,
Yeah.
and the styling, the 9-foot long doors, the 12-foot long hood.
The heavy ass doors.
Yeah.
I still can hear the clunk of that door.
Or the as you're opening up the door because the hinges are going for the love of Christ.
Every time you shut the door, you felt like the window was going to fall out.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I really liked Camaros of any year though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't. I wasn't I wasn't specific. I love the early '70s with the split bumper and the gator mount. Oh my god. The ones I really didn't like were like the late '70s. I wasn't a big fan of that, but
No.
I mean too curvy up front.
Yeah.
For me, but I would still take one. Don't get me wrong. But I was kind of heartbroken when they stopped production here, in our age era, right? And then started it back up again. I mean, I think they did a good job.
I got a sweet one for you.
Sure.
I mean, I didn't have the poster because I probably couldn't afford the poster, but a sweet.
Well, you'd have to drive to 8 miles to get it anyway.
That's right, and through a border.
That's right.
A sweet, and I mean primo.
Oh God.
1994. Bill Elliott edition Thunderbird.
Bill. Fuck you. You're only saying that because that's what they gave us to drive when we were up there. Oh, but you dick.
But it's got a lot of power.
It doesn't.
Slight rust on the bottom.
I think they took that 5.0 motor out of the 5.0 and detuned her half a notch.
This thing was red, wide color.
Well, it was faded pink when I
was
drove
faded pink. This thing was a hunker shit.
And the guy that owned it was a border patrol agent. And
That's correct.
I pull
and
up
he
to the
had
fucking
a
border.
69 Mustang in the garage get rebuilt. That's why he was loaning that car out. You see. Red. Cherry red.
See, listen. I pull up to the border. And these guys know it's his car.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to need you to pop the trunk. Oh, great.
That's right.
What? I don't have the key. What's the key? And he didn't give me the key to the trunk.
Remember
Yeah, but
the
that
glove
didn't
box?
work. It didn't work.
Oh, no.
No, that didn't work. They needed the key.
Oh, no.
So I'm sitting there, and these guys are like, "Listen, we know the guy. Don't worry." After about an hour, they sweated me. You know, I thought they were about to bring me in the little room.
Hey, isn't that Mr. You Know Who's car?
Yeah, it
sure is.
Mm-hmm. Is that an Ethan Allen plant right there? Fucking shit.
Coincidentally, it's where one of the 9/11 bombers came through. But we're not going to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
They figured that out after a while, and then they implemented a lot of things, you see.
Yeah.
Well, before you could go through with miscellaneous groceries, and you got anything to declare? Absolutely not. Not this bag of weed or anything like that. I mean,
so they stopped asking you, how long are you going to be in the country? Eh?
That's right.
And then
is this for business or pleasure?
and then that's it. That's all they asked us. I'm like,
That's
really?
right.
That's your
That's back in the day when they didn't have guns.
Well.
They had pepper spray. That's it. So, hey, stop, hey.
I'm going to squirt him in the eye. He's going to hit a pole.
That's right. So once you get about 2 miles down the road and the sting starts to stop, and you can put water or milk in your eyes, you're pretty good. You're pretty good.
Well, that's why you bring the groceries.
That's right. 1 gallon of milk for me, 1/4 gallon for my eyes.
Off on a Midwest run.
I'll get you next time, eh?
No, you won't.
That's when they used to have the cord that would go across the line there, and when you come in under the canopy and
Canopy?
Well, it is Canada.
You're
So
right,
the canopy,
Gotcha.
it would go ding ding.
Never heard that
like
term
you're in an old
before.
gas station. Ding ding.
Dude, that was the thing. We went to Canada and we were getting gas, right? And you'd pull up.
That's right.
And a ding ding, and you get out to get no. How much you want? What? I pump your gas for you. But
It's
I
an
want
Arabic gentleman.
I want to pump my own gas.
That's right.
No, I pump your gas for you. Okay, I'll get back in the car, I guess.
That's right.
How much you want? 5 gallons. You mean liters? No, I meant gallons.
That's right. He has to,
Now I know. now I know.
That's going to be 14 loonies and 2 toonies.
to loonies and the toonies. And this week, folks, we're trying to take over the world.
That's right. But you could go to the Couche-Tard and get yourself a nice drink and maybe a coffee crisp bar and a pack of gum and pay $27.
Wow.
Because they have 8% tax on everything. 8% for bubble gum, 8% for candy, and they're all separate. All separate. So you're paying 8% plus 8% plus 8% on everything. Mm-hmm. Hell, you can also get 12% beer, too. That was good stuff. Bolson, eh?
Mole City. Tastes like a moose piss.
Give me the pills.
It's real beer. Good times.
Good
traveling.
times, great oldies.
When are we going back on the bikes? That's what I want to know.
Well, as soon as it's not disgustingly hot out.
Well, it's probably not disgustingly hot there.
Well, I mean,
All I know is, the roads were kind of crappy where we went.
what?
Yeah.
A lot of potholes, but they're nice
Yeah,
and
yeah.
windy. They would be great on the bike.
yeah, maintenance.
Except for the dirt road.
Oh, the
going up
Schmedico?
hill. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, he said that.
That's
he said
right.
that in French. I didn't say that. He did.
Hey, I learned a thing or two, if not a thing or three.
That's right. Also, how to say microwave.
Yeah. It's
We got so many stories to
It's
tell.
the microwaves that'll kill you. The whole house is on fire.
Oh, shit. Well, it was an interesting week.
Is it?
Yeah.
My week was super simple. I want to give my dispatch guy a POB.
Yes.
Because that dude
Yes.
kept me, 8 hours a day is all I worked. 8 hours a day.
Last night was the longest I worked was
Yep.
almost 8.5 hours. The night before that, 6 hours.
On my Friday, 6 hours.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
beautiful. That's
Yep.
that's the night you want.
That's right.
6 hours, go home.
Dude, I had
Take a
left.
nappy poo.
I left for work, did my run, got home, and was back in bed before 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's what I'm talking about.
I slept till I think 8 and was good all day.
You got all day.
I got to enjoy my Sunday.
That's how he should set it up,
dude.
especially on your Friday.
Took the kids to duck pond, let them chase ducks, and
Here's a loaf of bread, kids.
Well, we had the graduation for the kiddos on Saturday.
Yep.
Right. So, we just kind of chilled out yesterday. She's like, "Hey, what are we doing for dinner?" I'm like, "The least is possible." I don't feel like doing shit.
Hello, delivery.
That's right. No, I didn't deliver. I made the spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, which is simple.
That's right.
So,
Well, my week's almost over. After the great flood of last week, thank God, that's over.
well, St. Augustine was. Well, I saw the news. St. Augustine was flooded this weekend.
Dude, Fort Lauderdale was flooded to my friggin' ankles.
And Miami was worse. Did you happen to catch that video I told you about? Girls getting out of the nightclub.
Yeah.
And their BMW was stuck in the middle of the street, and they're trying to push in their little gold dresses with their, with their push-up bras on, and these dudes are just driving by in their SUVs, just. Whoosh, whoosh. I'm like, damn, you a dick. Get out and help push the car, homeboy.
That's right.
Oh my God, it won't start. I don't know what to do. Call AAA.
It's wet out there.
Call Geico.
Yes, they'll give you $5.2 million.
That's right.
So yeah, it's been a great week. We've had a lot of stories, more stories to come.
That's right.
Hopefully there'll be some more stuff in the news except for shootings.
God, what a dumb news day today.
It was just terrible.
I mean, listen, when the best thing you can find is that Toby Keith was battling stomach cancer,
Right.
and went through all the treatments, and now he's doing fine, obviously. Well, as fine as somebody with cancer can be. That was the biggest story of the news.
Yeah. Followed by
So all of your boot in the
the
ass 4th of July
right.
celebrations won't be happening this year.
not R.I.P. yet, but Justin Bieber can't feel half his face, so there's that.
Well, who cares about that?
Right.
And listen,
For
I
all
would say he's a
Canadian national treasure, but I'm sorry.
for all average-looking men around the world, good.
Hey, girl.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not Justin Bieber, man. Yeah, I know.
That's right. Listen, when it gets down to Garth Brooks, it's time to hang it up. So that's what we're doing.
I mean, that's where he's at with me, though. I mean,
Listen.
he's at that level now. I mean, I know he's still relevant and he's still whatever,
Listen.
but
I mean, he may not go down till the sun comes up, but I do. I have to get some sleep.
what?
That's right. He ain't going down till the sun comes up.
Oh, I got what you did there.
See what I did there?
Mm-hmm. That's a Garth Brooks thing. I preferred the Clint
I listened to his double album on tape.
I preferred the Clint Black.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
To
I
Garth
do
Brooks.
love Clint Black. Yes.
But he was overlooked because he's just a country singer. He's not a show artist.
Correct.
Like
Correct.
the
He's
George
also an
Straits
actor.
and all that. He is.
Like,
Yeah.
he was very good in the movie Maverick. Remember that? Not Top Gun Maverick.
And I know.
No, Mel
Maverick, the
Gibson.
movie Maverick.
That's right.
Right. With Mel Gibson.
James Gardner.
Uh-huh.
That's right. All right, we're digressing.
We are.
It's the end of the show.
It is.
Some of us are tired.
Well, one of
some
us
of us
is.
are not.
One of us is.
All I know is when we go outside, we automatically sweat. So
Oh, God, is it horrible out there
we're gonna
today?
leave you with little Key sweat. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe a little inner circle.
La, 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 la.
That's right.
All right, folks. We will see you next mañana, which is Monday.
That's right.
So
Next one, yeah.
have a good week.
That's right. Have a good week. See you.